Hello everybody. It's me again. I'll be doing some cooking. I'm going to be making breakfast today, and here is my breakfast. I don't know if you can see that well, but we've got some spinach, bread, milk, and eggs. We're going to be making scrambled eggs with toast and spinach, and yeah, that's it basically. So let's get into it. So to start us off, I'm going to use 3 eggs. I'm going to crack them in. So if you can hear that, I'm going to crack them in. Put this in the bin because there's nothing else in it. And I'm just gonna break apart the eggs and start whisking it. Add your milk, and don't want to add too much, but just enough. So I'd say just a tad bit. That's enough. It's really hard to show you, but I'm doing the best I can with the camera angle. I'm filming this on my phone. Now we're gonna get ready to actually scramble the eggs now that they're mixed together with the milk. I'm going to be using olive oil. You can use whatever olive oil you have. I fortunately have extra virgin olive oil, but just normal olive oil is fine. And then I'm going to be using a bit of butter as well. The reason I'm doing butter and oil is because when you put in just butter on its own, it has the chance of burning, and oil helps prevent that a bit actually. So I'm going to be doing that. So a little bit of oil. Probably a bit too much, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna add, hands in the way. I'm gonna get my spread of butter. I'm just using spreadable butter here. A bit more than that, come on. Everything is better with butter. We're just gonna slap that in there like that. It does not need to be fancy. Turn the heat on for it. What am I doing? I got the wrong way. It's hard to film and cook at the same time, but I'll get used to it, I'm sure. And then gonna add a bit of oil into this pan as well, because we're going to be frying the spinach as well. And put this on so you get a bit of a better view. I should have done that in the first place. And I'm gonna get myself a spoon as well. Oh, and if you guys hear a little pop in the background, that's just the toast that I put down. So it's quite nice actually, the butter and yeah, that's the pop, that's the toast. Gotta make sure I turn the heat on for this one as well. Spread that around. And then when it starts to get a little bit more bubbly than that, then we can add our eggs in. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to now add my eggs. Now this is going to be very hard doing this with one hand, but I'm going to give it a go. There it is. And then just from there, I'm just going to start mixing that around. Sorry. Yeah, damn, this is hard to do with one hand. But I'm trying. First cooking video, can't be too mad at me. Now, some people will probably get triggered because I'm doing this in a saucepan and not a pan. But this is actually the way I like to make eggs, because I find it's actually a little bit more forgiving. Yeah, again, hard to do it with one hand. But it's a little bit more forgiving when you make the eggs. And it's also, it just makes it more scrambled. Like I find when I do it in a pan, it becomes more of an omelette. And that's not exactly what I'm trying to cook. I'm trying to make, there's the spinach in there. I'm trying to make, it's scrambled eggs, not normal. Basically. It's actually coming quite well together, the eggs. And I'm quite impressed I'm managing this so well considering I'm doing it with one hand. This is just about ready, actually. Nice and fluffy. I'm probably just gonna pause this and I'll be back with you guys in 2 when I actually plate the eggs. Now, with the spinach, now you obviously don't have to do spinach. If you don't have spinach at home or you just find this weird, that's completely fine. Just do what you want basically. But with the spinach, I like to cook it until it's really, really like, it's basically almost has no flavor. It has a really, really nice, slightly watery texture. Kind of seaweed texture, I'd say. And I'm just gonna keep cooking that until it sort of like starts to come together. It's a very weird way to stop what I was saying. But you'll see what it looks like when it's finished. It really starts to come together. Yeah, it's sort of starting to like become just all combined together almost. I don't really know how to describe it, but that's the best I can say, I guess. It just really starts to come all together and combine. Now that's about done. It's shrunk a lot as well, but that's actually okay. That's not a bad thing. And I am again gonna plate this, and I'll place the toast on and then give you my thoughts on it. And this is my finished product. Ta-da! Now I skipped the bread, toasting bread, because that's common sense. I assume I could do a video on toasting bread if anyone really wants that, but I'm not really going to go in depth in that. But we're gonna try it. So yeah, I've made this plenty of times before. I think it tastes good. I think the spinach works well in the eggs. If anyone watches this and thinks, hey, I'm gonna try it, and they like it, then yeah, let me know. Oh, don't forget to put salt and pepper on your eggs as well. But yeah, it's quite a nice dish. It's really simple. It's not hard to make. And if I had the time as well, I had none, but I do, you can do like red onion. I've got to remember what it's called. Pickled red onion, that's it. And that's really nice with it too. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna finish eating this and I'll give it an honest rating. And yeah, that'll be it. I have successfully consumed the meal. We are now going to score it. And before I score it, I want to explain how my version of my scoring, scoring system works. So it goes from 1 to 10, no shit. And if I give it 1, it's just terrible. Like I cannot eat this food. If I give it a 5, it's borderline average. Like it's the most, average thing I've had in that class. And then if it's a 10, it's the best thing I've ever eaten of that kind of food. So 10s are obviously, when I rate stuff, they're going to be very, very, very rare. Now, you can sort of imagine the in-betweens, like if I'm saying like it's a 1, it's terrible, then 2 would be still terrible but not as bad, and then 3, and then so on, and then I'm just giving a base of basically everything. So that dish that I made, I would give it, if like being totally completely honest, I'd give it a 7. It's a good dish. I like it, but I could definitely add more to it, obviously, because it's very simple. I would have given it more points if I added the pickled red onion. That's always good. Just adding some other things to it too, because that in itself is very simple. I could definitely expand upon it, but it's, by all means, it's pretty good. Like, I'd say 7 is a pretty good dish. So those are my thoughts, and yeah, now on a final note, God, this was corny, but please do please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. And also like the video, and also, actually, and one thing another corny thing to say, but please do comment if you have any things you'd like to say about the way I, made the food, any things I could add, any things I could do better. Just let me know. But do keep in mind, I'm doing this with one hand as well, because I'm filming this on my phone. But yeah, that's it. Goodbye.